But the first of our technology that I want to introduce you to is really cool. It's known as the Vistarama. So, Chuck, can we go ahead and fire up the projectors if you don't mind? Our Vistarama is comprised of 18 12K high definition projectors. Now, when they are all working in tandem, they create one ambient surface that is pretty stunning. It's not ambient at the moment, it's not stunning as well. But a fun fact about our Vistarama, when Quantum of the Seas first came out back in 2014, this was known as one of the world's biggest movie theaters. Can you believe that? Well, because we spent so much money and we've got some incredible techs in the venue, we can definitely do better than that. So we're gonna go ahead and bring our projectors into focus right now. And by the way, for those of you that are wondering, our Vistarama spans 100 feet wide by 20 feet tall. So as you can see, we are recalibrating the screen, the Vistarama, the projectors have realigned. It is now one seamless video, one seamless picture there, but we still have a lot of work to do. Let's go ahead and throw up the next step, which is our test pattern here. Now, I have the spotlight in my face. It's hard to see everyone in the audience, but do we have any kids out there? Any junior cruisers? A few, okay. So kids, believe it or not, there was a time many years ago where when you would turn on the television, you didn't always see TV programming. It would go off the air at a certain time. Adults, am I right? Absolutely, yes. If you did turn on the TV when there was no programming, our test pattern is very similar to what you would see on your TV screens at home. And the purpose of it is so that the broadcast studios can calibrate the picture to make sure that it is the best quality for the viewers at home. You know, but the classics, they're classics for a reason. Everything's in color these days, so let's go ahead and add a splash of color to our test pattern up there. You're gonna start to see our Vistarama come to life here, with just a few more steps remaining, of course. All right, and this is all part of the process to get our projectors absolutely where we need them for whatever we host in this venue. But two more steps remain. Still, pictures are fun, but we really want to make sure that you feel like you're a part of the experiences. So let's go ahead and add some 3D depth to that test pattern. All right, so we're readjusting, and there's one last final step, and that is 3D motion. We're gonna take you for a ride right now. Now, be on the lookout because we're gonna dismantle our Vistarama. It's gonna come apart right before your very own eyes, and it's all about creating experiences through a little bit of magic here. So, take a look. Perfectly, we can make some pretty cool stuff blow up here. Let's see if I still have the magic touch. Not bad, right? You feel the vibration in your seats? Now, by the way, we were budgeted for 35 doves, but after the pandemic and our return to service, budget cuts, we could only afford one. So make some noise, give it up for the one dove that survived that. And that's the Vistarama. That's just one half of the incredible technology in this venue. But now we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna introduce you to the meat and potatoes of this venue, if you will. And coming down before your eyes is the next best thing. These are our robo screens, and before we get into the robo screens, I wanna tell you a little bit about the gantry, this bar that is going across essentially. In full transparency, we didn't invent the bar, the gantry as it's called. That's existed in broadcast studios across the world for many years. But what we did invent is the pretty cool technology that can be found on top of the gantry. And we're talking about 6 12K high definition 7-foot monitors. Behind each of those monitors is what we refer to as a big black arm, and attached at the bottom to each big black arm is a super powerful mega robot. These are the same robots that you would find in car manufacturing plants around the world. And as a matter of fact, we here at Royal Caribbean actually employ robots to help out with many things. Yes, the bionic bar. I didn't even have to finish that. Yes, so we have robots that assist in making your drinks, but also we use robots for other things around here. And I wouldn't expect you to know this next answer because you really have to be in the right place at the right time. But we use robots to essentially go around the side of the ship to clean where we as humans can't get to. The incredible thing about these robo screens is that when they are programmed together, they can twist, they can dance, they can turn in tandem. We can essentially make them do whatever we want them to do. But I thought we'd start off the demonstration tonight with an experience that we created. This is called Battle, and it will really give you a wonderful perspective of the incredible technology behind the screens when compared to a soundtrack, lighting effects, and much more. So I'm going to allow you to enjoy this, and then I'll be right back afterwards and we'll continue on with some more pretty cool stuff. But for now, enjoy Battle.